and welcome to this brief but potent self-care ritual where we'll be using self-massage into some key areas that will help to innervate the vagus nerve, help to release tension in the pelvic floor, and help to release some of that tension that resides around the accessory muscles and the neck and the shoulders. So all you'll need is a block. You might like some massage oil to use on your fingertips, but otherwise that's it, just yourself. So we're going to begin with some facial massage. So taking your hands to your forehead and just starting to stroke upwards. And just really feeling all of that sensation as you move the skin and the fascia. And kind of like giving yourself your own facial. And then take your fingertips and draw around the occipital ridge, so around that bone that forms the eye socket. There's so many receptors in our fascia, and those receptors help to signal to the vagus nerve that it's time to relax, to chill out. And then a little massage around the cheeks out to the top of the ear. And a lot of these facial muscles also speak directly to the vagus nerve as well. And vagus nerve being that main innervator of our parasympathetic nervous system response. And then take your hands to the TMJ joint and give a really good massage around here. This is often where a lot of us carry quite a bit of tension, myself included. Open and close the jaw. You massage this point. And then start to stroke along the chin out to the bottom of the ear. So starting from the center of the chin and moving out. So moving through this relatively quickly, just so that you can see that self-care doesn't necessarily have to take a long time. But obviously, if you've got more time, please indulge. Spend a little more time. And then take your hands to your ears. If you're wearing earrings, you might want to take them out. Just kind of massage your earlobes around the ears. And come back to the jaw again, TMJ joint. Just one more little massage around there. You might even notice that you do a big sigh or a yawn as you do this. And then take the fingertips and scrub through the head. And then we'll move down to the feet. So taking one foot, you might cross it over the other leg and begin to massage through the sole of the foot, and particularly through the arch of the foot. There tends to be a lot of kind of tender spots or trigger points. And see if you can get in between all of the bones of the foot, the metatarsals and the phalanges, and all that fascia and tissue that surrounds and separates them. Coming up to the toes, and kind of pulling the big toe back as you pull the others down. And then the next one back as you pull the others down. And then the next one back. And the next one back. Then take the pinky toe and the big toe, pull them apart from one another, give them a little wriggle. And then the next two toes, do the same. Then take your fingertips and thread them through the toes and just start to mobilize the top of the foot a little more. And again, we're moving relatively quickly. You can definitely take a little longer if you're noticing you want more. And again, going through the arch of the foot, maybe with the heels of the hands. And then a little fist. And we'll switch sides. You might just take a moment between sides just to notice the energy through that leg, maybe how that foot is feeling. And then take the other side. So starting with the thumbs, getting into the arch of the foot. Any of those tender spots that you feel. Going in between all of the toes. So both in like Ayurveda and TCM, they do quite a bit of work to kind of awaken all of these receptors within the fascial layers. So self-massage and the kind of smacking of the meridians. So really waking up our sensory body and, you know, giving ourselves a bit of self-love, self-care each day. And come up to the toes, pull the big toe back, the other one's down. Pull the next one back and the other's down. Then the next one back and the other's down. And the next one back and the pinky toe down. Then pull the big toe and the pinky toe apart, give them a little shake. Then the next two toes, give them a little shake. Thread your hands in between your toes and start to just mobilize the top of the foot. We often make the excuse that I don't have time, but you know, self-care can be really quick if we choose to. You know, just giving yourself that extra little 5 minutes a day can make all the difference. And use the heelers of the hands and the foot. And then a little smack with the fist. And then grab your block and you're going to bring it onto the base of the skull. So right where your skull meets your neck, what we call the occiput. And once you've got your head on the block, bring your knees so that they are bent, feet on the floor, and just gently rock from side to side. And as you rock from side to side, you might notice some kind of tender spots or some lumpy bits. If you've got one of those, just stay there. And then see if you can extend your exhalation. And as you extend the exhalation, just notice if that spot starts to dissipate or soften. And move to another little spot. And same thing, extend your exhale. All of these muscles that feed into the base of the skull can really get tight when we're stressed, when we're breathing with our accessory muscles more than the diaphragm. And then rock and find another little spot. This can be a really powerful way of releasing, softening the tension, but also communicating to the nervous system to relax. All of our cranial nerves come out of this point in the base of the skull. And find another little spot. And see if you can get your exhale to be between 6 or 8 counts. And find another spot. And it's just these brief moments to pause, to turn in, to reconnect with the body. It can be so powerful. And cultivating self-care, self-compassion, and also moving us out of the thinking mind into more present moment awareness and the feeling, sensing body. And you're welcome to keep going with this, or you might take the block away and just rest the head on the floor. And taking a moment just to notice the effects of that little bit of self-massage, little bit of self-care. Notice that sense of calm. And give yourself permission to rest here for as long as you need to before you go about the rest of your day. Hari Om Tat Sat.